Baking cakes and pastries, roasting chicken, or even pizza, you need an oven. There are two types of oven, that is gas and electric oven, which serve these purposes. So in this video, I'll be showing you a very easy way to use an oven, and it's going to take a little bit of your time. So stay put and watch until the end. Owning an oven is the best decision ever because it has so many functions like cooking, baking, roasting, or even grilling. With an exception of a wall mount oven, which doesn't have plates or even burners. So today I'll be focusing on how to use an oven, especially when it comes to baking, roasting, or even grilling. Now, we have different functions which come with a cooker. The first knob is for grilling, especially when it comes to rotisserie chicken, and this is your timer. The next two knobs are for different functions on the stove top. This knob is for setting your temperature, while the next has different function, as you can see. These two knobs are for your stove top, while this small light is for showing you when the oven is on. And lastly, this is to ignite your stove top. A quick tip for you. If you have just bought a new cooker, it's really crucial to set up your cooker before using. There's a small light button which is going to indicate when the cooker is on, and it's going to turn red or orange depending on the cooker that you are using. Once you've turned on your oven, the next step is burn off, which is a very important step, especially when it comes to a new oven, because you have to burn off the paint or the coating on the inside. And this is done by setting the temperature at 200 degrees Celsius. Then you're going to let the paint or the coating burn for around 20 to 30 minutes. So if you notice some smoke, no need to worry. All you have to do is open the windows of your kitchen so that the odor or the smoke can escape. Note, do not bake or even roast in the pan off state, because whatever you're baking or roasting is going to absorb in that strong paint odor, and it's not healthy. Knowing the right temperature for each food is very crucial, whether it's meats, which take around 200 degrees Celsius to 225, depending whether you are roasting or grilling. And when it comes to baking, that is cakes, muffins, cookies, the temperature is always set at 170 degrees Celsius to 180 degrees Celsius for that perfect outcome. The oven has conventional heating, and it depends on different levels depending on what you're going to be baking or roasting. Upper and lower heat, which is used especially when it comes to baking cakes, muffins, cupcakes, or even cookies, because you need perfect browning. Lower heat is used when baking pizza, because you need the crust to be perfectly browned and the cheese on top to melt. When broiling or grilling, you need upper heat for that perfect sear on your beef, chicken, or even pork. Timer is very significant when it comes to baking or roasting, because it prevents food from undercooking or overcooking. For example, when it comes to baking, most cakes take around 50 to 60 minutes to perfectly bake, while cookies take around 10 to 15 minutes. You can see the difference in time. When it comes to roasting, that is chicken, beef, or even mutton, it takes around 45 minutes to 1 hour for the meat to perfectly roast. Preheat your oven for 10 minutes before placing in food in the oven, because it's going to immediately start cooking once the oven is preheated. If you place food when the oven is cold, it's going to take a little bit of time to start cooking, and it's not going to have that perfect outcome, especially when it comes to baking. When it comes to rotisserie chicken, there's this hook which comes with the oven together with a baking tray and this metal. You have to place your marinated chicken on the hook, that is by inserting. Then you're going to lock the hook, place on this metal, where the chicken is going to move around as it's roasting in the oven, and the baking tray is going to play a role of catching the drippings, because you don't want the drippings to get on your oven, because the oven is going to be very smoky. Electric ovens are different from gas ovens that means that whatever you're baking, there's going to be a slight temperature difference. So you have to check on your manual which comes with the oven for that perfect temperature setting. Most of the time when you are not using your oven, you tend to make the oven your storage unit for your utensils, and maybe you can accidentally preheat your oven while you have some plastic utensils in the oven, and then you're going to start a fire. So please, your oven space is not a storage unit. You need proper ovenware when it comes to baking and roasting, and I did a video earlier on. You can check up here or in the description box, and the video is super detailed. And lastly, always remember to clean your oven, especially when you have spills, so that you can maintain that clean environment for your next baking or roasting session. Bye.